Number 10, Maxwell House, Good to the Last Drop. This commercial first aired in 1980, and the ad agency that produced it was Ogilvy and Mather.
Maxwell House is coffee you can count on.
Maxwell House, good to the last drop.
Maxwell House is good.
It screams 1980s.
Good feeling.
Good to the last drop. Maxwell House.
Maxwell House, coffee you can count on. Always smells good, always tastes good, always good to the last drop.
Maxwell House is
Good friend.
That's like Arizona State jersey.
Maxwell House.
Number 9 is the Cog by Honda. This was first produced in 1989, and the agency that produced it was Wilding and Kennedy. That's so cool. Whoa. No wonder why this commercial got so popular. I mean, the level of production and coordination to make this, it's unbelievable. And this is 1989.
Isn't it nice when things just work?
That was really cool. There's a behind the scenes video on YouTube about how they made these in 1989. I'm gonna link it down below so you guys can check it out. Totally worth watching.
Don't be fooled by commercials where one battery company's toy outlasts the others. The fact is, Energizer was never invited to their playoffs because nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going.
Stop the bunny, please.
And going and go.
The painting, Renoir. The vase, Ming. And the wine, Chateau Marmoset. When only the best will...
Like we said, nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going and going and going and going.
I love the sound of the rain.
And I love the taste of your fresh brewed coffee.
Oh, thanks, but it's not fresh brewed. It's new Trey Cap.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer.
Number 7, California Raisins. I heard it through the grapevine. The animation is definitely from the 80s.
California Raisins. From
One of the things that I love about spots and advertising are the jingles. When the jingles are so catchy, it doesn't even matter what they're selling to you. The jingle is so catchy that it's in your head for like days. Super popular when it came out. That's why it's number 7 in our list. This aired for the first time in 1986, and it was produced by the agency Cone and Building. Apparently, when it came out in 1986, it became this phenomenon that everybody was talking about it. I mean, that's the power of music and storytelling, just to kind of like get in your head and you cannot get rid of it. Number 6, Pepsi's Michael Jackson's Head on Fire. This one's kind of a specific situation because it became such a popular ad because during the filming of the ad, during some fireworks or some pyrotechnics going off, Michael Jackson's hair actually caught on fire. So it became really, really popular, which made the ad even more popular. He's filming the commercial, comes out of the stage, pyrotechnics go off, and his head is on fire. He actually did a few takes of this. First 5 takes, actually. Nothing went wrong, nothing happened. On the 6th take, pyrotechnics go off, and Michael Jackson's hair is on fire. And his crew just rushes to him to put the fire out. That's crazy. Imagine like the biggest star in the world at that time is filming a commercial for Pepsi and his hair is on fire. Which at the end of the day, it made the ad even more popular. The ad first aired in 1984, and the agency that produced it was BBDO. Number 5, Tastes Great, Less Filling by Miller Lite. This first aired in 1987 and it was produced by McCann Erickson, which is one of the biggest agencies in the world.
In 1973, a small bar served the first light beer. The response was unanimous.
Tastes great.
Here was a beer with its own special brewing process.
Less filling.
It's brewed to be light with only the finest quality ingredients.
Tastes great. It's less filling.
Today there are lots of lights around, but none are brewed like Miller Lite, and none can match the taste.
Tastes great.
I think what's genius about that ad is that it's so simple. I mean, it's so complex because the messaging is so simple and so catchy. First, one person says it, then two people, then the whole bar is full and everybody's repeating it. And everybody who's watching it at home, it's probably millions of people, are repeating it and believing it. Therefore, they're buying Miller Lite. Now we're getting to the good stuff. The ones we've seen so far were really good too, but the ones coming up are some of my favorite commercials.
Do something. Anything.
The Beatles. Super famous song. I mean, what's more catchy than a Beatles song in the 1980s? I really like this one because it's simple, but the messaging is basically the messaging of the song. They want a revolution. They're talking about the shoes. They're talking about what you can do if you wear those shoes and the cool stuff that these people are doing. Like cool people doing cool stuff with a cool song. I mean, what's not to like, right? I love this one. This one is one of my favorite commercials. Actually, I rewatched it a few times today and it still holds up. And it was done in 1984 and I think it still holds up. It's really, really good. This is Wendy's Where's the Beef, aired for the first time in 1984, and it was produced by the agency Dancer Fitzgerald Sample. But the whole setup, the three ladies, I love it.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's any.
You want something better. Your Wendy's.
I love that lady. I think there's one thing that is kind of universal and it just transcends time or cultures, and it's humor. I mean, humor just kind of like gets across. Like that commercial is one shot, but the messaging is so good. The performances are so good. The ladies are adorable and funny and hilarious. I think if this commercial would have been done now, it still would have been good because humor just transcends time. What a great commercial, huh? And also, you know, the little poke at the competition at McDonald's and Burger King and be like, your beef is not big enough. These ladies notice it. Number 2, Mean Joe Greene. This TV ad aired for the first time in 1980 and it was produced by McCann Erickson. There's something super artistic about TV spots when you're able to tell a really good story or a heartwarming story or something that makes people feel something in 30 seconds or a minute. I think that's art.
Please, take them out.
Mr. Greene? Mr. Greene?
Yeah.
You need any help?
I mean, how did the kid get there, right?
I just want you
like
to
behind
know,
the scenes?
I
don't know.
You're
Maybe his dad works for the team?
Yeah, sure.
Want my Coke? It's okay, you can have it.
No.
Really, you can have it.
Okay.
The music changes. His whole demeanor changes once he starts drinking the soda. And the kid's pissed.
Hey, kid.
Thanks, Mean Joe.
That's good. If you think about it, this character goes through all these changes throughout the commercial, and this happens in a minute. He's hurt, he's mean, he's in pain, he's tired, he doesn't want to hear from anybody, he doesn't want to hear from the kid offers him the Coke, he says no first, then he finally gets it, he's happy now because he's drinking the soda. Therefore, he feels to give back to the kid by giving him that t-shirt or whatever. Storytelling, man. And the number one TV ad from the 1980s is, of course, Apple's 1984. So this commercial was directed by Ridley Scott and aired during the Super Bowl. This ad introduced the Macintosh computer and pretty much revolutionized advertising. With its dystopian vision and powerful imagery, Apple positioned itself as a groundbreaking force in technology, which they still do now.
Is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Apparently the extras that they used for this commercial in the 1980s were people who were affiliated with, certain ideologies where they shave their heads and they don't like other people. Look it up. The ad is heavily inspired by George Orwell's novel 1984, and I think is one of the most groundbreaking ads, television ads that have ever been done, and definitely the number one ad from the 1980s. This could easily be the most groundbreaking TV advertising ever.